Semi-private or private events for your destination wedding? That's the question. I am Jack with Vacationese, and I'm here to talk to you about a subject that came up in the past 2 weeks twice. I had someone contact me from my channel that booked her own wedding, did not use a travel professional, so again broke my first cardinal rule that you really should work with a travel professional. But anyway, she booked her destination wedding, was working with the resort. Now it's 60 days before the resort, 60 days before her wedding, and the designer, planner she's working with the resort, she said, contacted her and wanted to talk to her about her reception. And they asked her whether she wanted to have her reception in the buffet or in the sports bar. And she thought and said to her, no, I'm having my reception wherever. I don't know what she said, but evidently there was some confusion. This was a smaller wedding. She told me about 20 or 30 people, and in her wedding package, she thought she was given a free reception, and then when she went back and read it, when she talked to the planner, she was. But the asterisk said semi-private. So this is really important. So let's talk about that. A lot of the wedding packages will come with either a free reception or a free cocktail or welcome party. But you really need to look at the fine print that says private or semi-private. So let's talk about what the difference is. Private is just that. You work with the wedding team, you pick your location at the resort. Each resort that we typically work with is going to have 3 to 10 different locations. They can be a ballroom, a rooftop, a garden, a pool deck on the beach, whatever. But it's very, very important to me that when you book your wedding with that resort, or you work with your travel planner, or you work with the wedding designer, whoever it is, that when you're signing your wedding contract, that you actually get to pick that location. Now what's happened with this client, and I see it in a lot of the packages, it will say that you get a free event. And then it says semi-private. So what is semi-private? It's just that. It is not a location you pick. So most of the resorts will basically say you can have a semi-private event for free, and they will, at the discretion of the resort is the location, and a set menu by the resort. So you really have to understand these. So what I've typically seen is that the semi-private means they will find a large restaurant, they'll cap it at 20, 30, 40 people, and it usually will say that in the contract, and they will throw you in a corner and put you in a corner. You don't pick any decor. In some cases, I'm told you don't even get to pick your menu. They will give you 1 or 2 menus, or they'll serve it family style, or in some cases, it's the buffet. So it's like you're here in the corner and just go to the buffet. You can't have a DJ, you can't have dancing, you can't have speeches, nothing. Now, I was at an event not too long ago that was not a client event, but I was at an event and it was a semi-private cocktail party. What they did for this person was they basically said, okay, over in that side of the main lobby bar, that's where your group will be. But you didn't get to pick, this person, this was not a wedding, but it was a little group, did not get to pick their signature cocktail. They didn't have hors d'oeuvres or anything. They didn't have a dedicated server. So all of us that were at this event had to go stand at the bar. So I was there for about 45 minutes. It took me about 20 minutes to get a drink because the bar was servicing all the clients of the resort, not just this event. So it is very, very, very important that when you look at your wedding contract, again, it may be in your room contract with your travel professional, it may be in your wedding contract with the wedding department, that if someone is giving you an event as part of a promotion, make sure you understand if it's a private event or if it's a semi-private event. And if it is semi-private, you really need to ask the planner at the resort, what does that mean? Do I get to pick the location? Do I get to pick the time? How many people max can I have? Do I get to pick the menu? And can I have entertainment? My guess is the answer to most of those questions is going to be no, 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 and no, because then it becomes a private event. The issue is private events cost money, whereas the semi-private events they typically will provide are free. Now, what I tell our clients is, like AM Resorts does put semi-private events in the current promotion they have as of April, May 2022. So what I tell our clients is use that maybe for the rehearsal or a family dinner. but you really can't use that for your reception. Even if you're having 20 or 30 people, you're going to want to be private. You may want to DJ. You're going to want to do decor and pick your menus. You're going to have to spend a little bit of money. But if you're a client that is, or a bride or a groom, that is really compressed in terms of their budget, the semi-private may work for you. But I think when you go into the whole semi-private thing, you understand exactly up front what you are getting. So it's not 60 days before, like this person that contacted me, who was truly hysterical about what they were telling this person, because at this point she said that she wanted to have a private event, but they had no locations available for her to have a private event other than the beach, which she didn't want to be on the sand. So I think it's something you should do up front. When we work with our clients and we book a location for them, the first thing we always do is, once we define the resorts they want, we contact the wedding team at the resort and we ask them, what locations do you have available? What's the capacity of the locations? What's the curfew of the location, meaning how late can they party? What is any other cost involved in that location? And is it available on the date and the time that the client wants? So hopefully that gives you a better understanding of private events versus semi-private events, so that you can really have the destination wedding you want versus the free or semi-private, whatever it is they're giving you that you don't want. This is Jack with Vacation Ease, and hopefully this helps you understand private versus semi-private events.